A lot of people listen to audiobooks, but not many actually understand them and get the most out of them. And in this video, I'm going to be teaching you how you can properly listen to audiobooks so you can get the most out of them. Most people don't just sit down and listen to audiobooks and do nothing else. Most people listen to audiobooks while they do something else. So it's really important to do something that doesn't require much of your attention. Something you can do almost unconsciously. If you're doing an activity that requires a lot of your attention, you're not going to fully understand the book because most of your attention is going to be on the activity and not the book. So the first step is listening to audiobooks while doing things you can do on automatic. So for some of you, it's going to be walking your dog. Some of you, it's going to be cooking. Up to you. The second step is your listening speed. So me personally, I can listen to a book at 2.5x speed and understand it pretty well, and 2x speed understand it really well. It's just up to you really, what speed you're comfortable with and what speed you understand the most. It also depends what book you're listening to. So for a fantasy book, you could probably read it faster than a non-fiction self-help book, because those self-help books are more of information based. If you listen to them at fast speeds, a lot of the information is going to pass by you so quickly. And in stories, novels, that really doesn't matter too much. So for listening speed, it really depends how used to you are to the speed you're listening to. So after a while, listening at 2x speed is going to sound completely normal and you're going to be able to understand everything perfectly. So it really just depends getting used to the speed. The third thing to do to properly listen to audiobooks is to write down notes on your note-taking app. I personally have them on Notion. So let's switch to my computer and I'll show you how I note-take my books. So this is how I note-take my books on Notion. As you can see, I have tons of books I've read here. I have them labeled by name, the date the file was created, not read, which most of the time is when I started reading the book, so it doesn't matter to me. Then I have tags. So I have the tag set by, novels, favorites, philosophies, and relationships, and I pick the tag depending on what the book is about. So for example, I don't know, a person is about relationships, self-improvement, and charisma. So those tags would go here, and it wouldn't make sense to put money as a tag because it has nothing to do with that book. So let's pick a book. Let's pick You're Too Good to Feel This Back. It's a really good book. And I really just have it labeled by chapters. So as you can see, we have the waking up chapter, the sleep chapter. When I hear something interesting, I will stop the audiobook and write it down immediately and then continue reading. That's how I take notes. Some people have these huge complex systems, but for me, it's not that deep. This works perfectly for me. Something I also like to do is, let's take the Voice of Knowledge book as an example. I like to make a little summary. I don't know why here I did it as a call out, but I normally just put my summary and write it down. And I also like to add an AI summary. So basically I just give all my notes to an AI and it summarizes it pretty well. And whenever I want to reread the book or reread or just not reread the book, but re-understand what the book is about, I go through the AI summary. So this book is a really good example because this book I read physically. And as you can see, I have highlights throughout the book, right here. So I just had to go through all my highlights and put them onto Notion. So here it is really divided by chapters. So when asking AI to summarize a book, all you need to ask it is to not use sources from the internet or outside sources, and let it know that the notes are not based on relevance and importance, and then just input the notes. So I'll give a prompt as an example right here. But when I am listening to an audiobook, whenever there is something I seem really important, and I put it in bold. So maybe that's what you want to do. If there's a specific piece of advice that you think is really good, just highlight it, put it in bold. I've done some pretty cool interviews on this channel. I've interviewed people like Amar from Yes Theory, Ali Abdal, I Show Speed. So if you want to watch some of those interviews, you can click this playlist right here and pick from all my 90 interviews. Subscribe to my newsletter that I publish once a week, every Sunday, where I give you tips on content creating and general life tips, and also share with you the best content I've seen from that week. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.